In the last part of Lamplight City, Miles suspects that the nanny, Mrs. Davis, was drugged. Later on, Miles was able to track down Arthur Davis. After confronting him about Charles's kidnapping, he claims to know nothing about it nor anything about the Harris family. He only takes issue with Clyde Harris after his wife died in the Legia disaster. Afterwards, Miles approaches Mr. LaFay about Malcolm's loan troubles and the kidnapped baby. Mr. LaFay claims he knew nothing about Malcolm's son being kidnapped and that he only goes about dealing with conflicts legally. Then, Miles asks Mr. LaFay about the torn fabric, and he says that it appears to be the same material as his jacket. Apparently, it is a very popular jacket. Later, Upton was able to tell Miles what the initials on the torn fabric stood for. SS was Solomon Stitching, a tailor shop. Miles takes a quick trip to Solomon Stitching, but Jonah wasn't able to help him figure out who the torn fabric belonged to. Miles heads back to the Harris household, and Malcolm shows Miles yet another threatening letter made seemingly by Arthur. Miles confronts Arthur, and he claims that he did not write the letter. Next, Adelaide was able to help Miles track down Roland, Miriam's lover. Roland claims to know nothing about the kidnapping and made it very clear that he dislikes children. What else will Miles uncover in this part? Stay tuned.
Hear the voices of all spirits, just one.
Miles, what are you doing?
Ah, you have a spirit guide. Please, tell me more,
Maybe
darling.
she could help me.
I wouldn't call him
don't
a
know.
spirit guide so much as a spirit nag.
This is a
Yep.
very, very bad idea.
Hey guys, it's Lotus, and we're back with another part of Lamplight City. Last time, or in the last part, we were able to track down Roland, and he wasn't really much help. So let's look at the casebook. Speak with Mrs. Davis, the Harris's nanny. Find out the significance of Arthur Devon's gift. Investigate Solomon Stitching. Right, so we got a ransom note. I don't know, let's go to Upton. Give her an update of what's going on.
We haven't anything to discuss right now, Fordham.
Oh.
Come back when you've got something for me.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what else to do. Go back to him. Perhaps. Chester LaFay.
I've got some more questions, Mr. LaFay.
Go ahead, then.
Tell me a bit about yourself and your business, Mr. LaFay.
What's to tell? I lend people money, they pay me back.
Surely it's not that simple.
Well, of course I charge interest, otherwise I'd never make a profit. I know people don't look upon the service I provide very favorably, but without my help, there would be a lot more unhappiness in the world.
How did you go about starting up this business?
I didn't. My former employer, Mr. Roth, left it to me when he passed.
That was rather good of him.
Interesting.
Yes, well, he didn't have any heirs, and he considered me to be the son he never had. He was fond of my family, too. I try and keep my work and home life as far away from each other as I can, though. There's a lot of things in this line of work that my wife and daughter are better off not knowing about.
I think that's all for now.
Okay. Running out of ideas here.
He's busy with his protest.
Lads, we will not
Okay.
just stand.
Excuse me. Go back to Mrs.
Hello again,
Davis.
Mr. Fordham.
Hello.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
It's about the stupid portrait.
Who did you say that portrait?
That is my...
I see.
Thank you, dear.
Well, not stupid. That's
Thank you for your
rude.
time.
Here?
Welcome back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I think we've gotten all.
Are
Come to
you
think.
kidding? Do I have to go back? I guess I have to go back to the Harris residence.
I'll let you know if I have any more questions, Mr. Harris.
Seriously? Okay, never mind. Go back home? Sorry, I'm like
Honey, I'm home.
struggling.
Good to see
through
you've
this.
made it back in one piece.
Let her read in peace for now.
Are you? Okay. I'll let you guys pause and read. I'm stuck. Let's look at this again. I don't know. Did I miss something?
The Harris family certainly has a nice view. I wonder if they use.
Maybe I missed something.
Look at that. The kid has a toy chest. My sister and I used to have to keep our toys buried in the backyard. Of course, that is because the only toys we had were dead rats.
Oh, that's not fun. Oh my god. There was something in the freaking crib.
That's odd. Why is there a loose button in the crib? Now, I'm no expert on children, but it seems like it would be dangerous to have around an infant.
Are you kidding?
Only the flower shop burglar was as easy to find as this clue was. Nice mobile. Custom made, too. There'll be no mistaking what family this child comes from.
Okay.
Yeah, the kidnapper left the child's blanket behind. There doesn't appear to be any trace of the silver spoon, though.
I could have sworn I clicked on this crib. I'm so mad.
The steam-powered, or in the case of...
Okay. So we have a new clue. Maybe I can ask them about it.
I have some questions for you, Mr. Harris.
Yay.
Yes, of course.
I can't believe I missed that.
I found this button in your son's crib. Does it look familiar at all?
No, not at all. Do you think the kidnapper might have left it behind?
It's a distinct possibility. Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right.
So someone has a jacket out there that's messed up.
I have some questions for you if you're up to answering them, Mrs. Harris.
I'll try my best, Mr. Fordham.
I
Excuse
found
me.
this button in your son's crib. Does it look familiar at all?
No, I don't recognize it. It looks like it came from some cheap coat. Is that
Yeah.
what the ruffian who took my baby was wearing?
That's what I'm trying to determine. That's all for now, Mrs. Harris.
Very well.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, it wasn't made very well. Let's ask the tailor.
Welcome back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I've got some more questions for you.
All right. I'll do my best to answer them.
Is there anything you can tell me about this button?
Looks like it's made of wood. Not very well crafted either. Definitely not from one of my products.
I'll be taking my leave of you now, Mr. Solomon.
Very good.
So the question is, did the button come from the same material as the torn fabric. Because he's claiming that it's not something that he crafted. Shall we ask her?
Hello.
I'm just gonna skip that dialogue there.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
Or is it
All
still
right.
just about the portrait? Oh, okay.
I found this button in the baby's crib. Do you recognize it?
Why, yes. That's one of Barney's eyes.
Barney.
Oh,
Charlie's stuffed bear. It's his favorite toy. A
Oh.
gift from my friend.
that
Lee.
makes sense.
I didn't find a stuffed bear in the nursery.
Then whoever took the baby must have taken Barney as well. Oh, at
Huh.
least the poor thing has something to comfort him. Bless the spirits.
Who's Linda?
Who was Linda?
Yeah.
Mrs. Linda Walker. She's a good friend of mine. As I said, she gave me Barney as a gift for Charlie.
Can you tell me anything else about her?
Oh, she's a lovely girl, very much in tune with her spiritual nature. I greatly enjoy my conversations with her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Oh, I don't remember. No, wait. It was at the last Spectre Society meeting on the 19th. That's right.
Spectre Society.
What is the Spectre Society?
It's a club
Is it
for
a cult?
spiritualists and amateur investigators of the paranormal. We meet twice a month to socialize and discuss our findings.
I see. Sounds fascinating.
Oh, I don't expect you to share my beliefs, Mr. Fordham.
Oh, I have a bit more experience than you'd think with regards to the spirit world.
You can say that again.
If only
Where exactly
you
do
knew,
these
ma'am.
meetings take place?
At a private residence in Gascon.
May I have the address?
Why, yes, it's 325 Rue Jameau. Are you going to seek spiritual guidance to find Charlie?
Perhaps. You never know what might be worth looking into.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Do you have Linda Walker's address?
No, I don't. I never visited her home. I get the feeling she doesn't like having visitors or being home very much. She prefers to meet people elsewhere. I was the same way after my husband died. It was embarrassing for my friends to see me living so differently. But I feel it's not just a matter of pride for dear Linda. I think there are lots of bad memories associated with where she lives. I try to stay away from places like that. They leave a mark on the soul, you know.
All right.
Thank you
you.
for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Okay. Let's go. Look at the little ghost. That's cute. Let's go to this cult meeting.
Too dark to tell what's inside. You must enjoy the somber atmosphere. I wouldn't like to have a street lamp right outside my window. Not without a good set of thick curtains, anyway. I wonder if Philip's steam-powered carriages will ever make those things go out of fashion.
Okay.
Yes? May I help you?
This is the Spectre Society, right? I'm interested in joining.
Ah, yes, it is. Welcome, darling.
Yeah.
Our membership process is a bit different to most social clubs. We require a sponsor.
Sounds simple enough.
Well, you see, we ask that sponsors be people who have passed on into the spirit world. Once you name your sponsor, I will attempt communication beyond the ether.
Oh,
when they answer,
Bill.
you will be judged and considered for membership.
You're joking, right? Yeah, I got a sponsor.
I've got a sponsor.
Excellent. What is the name of your sponsor, darling?
Bill Legere is my sponsor.
Seriously, Fordham? I thought you knew better than that.
Nah, I'm
Bill
going all
Legere.
in.
Very well. I will attempt to communicate with him.
She can do this all day. It's not gonna work.
We'll see.
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble communicating. Perhaps you can
What?
come back and try again later.
Bull crap.
See? Told you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
No.
Oh, hello again. How may I help you?
Well, I guess
Hello,
I
ma'am.
do this.
My name's Miles Fordham, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Are you with the police?
No, I'm a private investigator.
I'm terribly sorry, darling, but I simply don't have the time right now.
Oh, screw you,
Perhaps if
lady.
you come back next week, I'll be able to answer your questions then.
Lord Jesus. I'd like to name a new sponsor.
I'd like to name a new sponsor.
I'm
Yes, of
desperate.
course. Who is your new sponsor?
Make up a
I'd
name.
like my sponsor to be Mary Blaine.
Very good. I will attempt to contact the spirit. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble.
Ooh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay. Mrs. Davis, your friend is...
Hello
well, actually,
there,
I don't even
Mr.
know who that
Fordham.
was. I don't think that was... Whoa. I did not mean to do that. Can you help me?
I have some questions for you, Miss.
All right.
Thank you
Like-
for your time.
Oh, you're
Help.
The late Mr. Davis. I wonder if he ever... Imagine...
Can I... Ooh.
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirits guide.
The spirits sure aren't helping me right now. Cause the maybe I can get Upton to help me.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
Can we go over my current case?
Of course. What have you got?
I found this button at the crime scene. The child's nanny identified it as the eye of his stuffed bear.
Did you find the bear at the scene?
No, the kidnapper must have taken it as well.
Interesting.
Either the kidnapper is very compassionate, or it's someone who knew the child.
So whoever took him knows the child, you know?
Have you ever heard of the Spectre Society?
I think so. They're some sort of ghost hunting club, aren't they?
A spiritualist group, yes.
Don't tell me this case has taken a turn for the supernatural.
Unfortunately,
Not exactly.
yes.
It's just come up as a potential lead. I'm having some trouble getting in, though. They want me to name a sponsor who's dead.
Just when I thought I'd heard everything. Well, bluffing with some random name probably won't get you very far.
You're
Nope,
right.
it did it.
It would make more sense to try finding a name that would mean something to them. That's enough about the case for now.
Okay,
That's it, I think.
then you'd better get back to it.
So yeah, I'm thinking that whoever took Charles is somehow close to Charles because I'm pretty sure Mrs. Davis got drugged, and in order to do that, the person needs to be in her vicinity in order to drug her tea. It just makes sense. And then for the person to know that Charles stuffed animal, like to take the stuffed animal as well, I'm assuming, like the person must know Charles. Anyways, this is ugh. What am I supposed to do?
Mr. Devons?
Yes?
Do you recognize this button?
Can't say I do, but it looks handmade. I wonder how long it will be before the poor soul who crafted that button gets booted into the street, replaced with some steam-belching contraption.
Good day to you, Mr. Devons.
You too, Mr. Fordham.
He didn't even respond to that. He's just like, good day, Mr. Devon.
Mark my words, the HMS Lenore will not fly!
Alright. Do you think he knows anything?
I don't think he's gonna be...
Oh, did I already talk to him? I probably did.
I'll let you know if...
Okay, nope. Maybe if I go back home and our wonderful wife can help us?
I've managed to survive the wild streets of New Britannia.
It's always nice to see you walk through that door.
Addie?
What do you need, dear?
Have you ever heard of a group called the Spectre Society?
I think I had a client once who mentioned it. They're some kind of spiritualist group, right?
So it would seem.
I don't really know anything else about them, sorry.
I'll let you get back to your book.
What in the world? I talked to her, right? You would think she would help me.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
But...
All right.
Who did you say that portrait?
That is my late husband, Jonathan. He used to attend meetings of the Spectre Society with me, bless him. I tried to get him to be more in tune with the other side, but I think he was just humoring me.
Can I use his name?
He was a good man. Everyone at the Society cared for him very much.
She didn't talk about this before,
Thank you for your time,
right?
Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Huh. I swear that did not happen before. Maybe we can use his name?
Oh, hello again. How may I help you?
I'd like to name a new sponsor.
Yes, of course. Who is your new sponsor?
Jonathan Davis is my sponsor.
You knew Jonathan? He was such a kind man.
How gullible.
Yes, I can feel his presence, and it speaks positively of you. Please, come in, Mr. Fordham. I am Angela Maxwell, the founder of the Spectre Society. Welcome.
Hello, cult leader.
May I offer you some refreshments? Some water or tea, perhaps?
You're very kind, but I'm afraid I must decline right now.
Well, please let me know if you change your mind.
Would you look at this place? It's like a candy store for psychics.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some creepy twin girls. I could see a passing resemblance to Miss Maxwell, actually. There's quite a few members in this group.
September 19th, meeting number 2, signatures Angela, Monica, Sophia, Thomas, Linda Walker. Angela, the meeting was wonderful. Anyone interested in a used spirit board, please let Thomas know. Thank you. Linda, looking forward to having you over at the manor next week. Come around 8 p.m. and you can meet Charlie. Huh. Who the hell's Henrietta? Please ask the spirits to cure my son's illness. Manor? What the hell?
There's quite a few members.
So that's not like a clue?
I think I've seen one of these before. What does it do?
It's a spirit board. We use it to contact spirits, and they in turn spell out a message with the letters on the board.
Well, I've got a message from Miss Maxwell if she ever tries to use a spirit board around me.
Ooh.
A great man once said to me, Bill, you aren't going to get very far in life just staring at balls. He's dead now. But then again, so am I.
Just staring at balls.
What a fascinating device. Exactly what does it do?
That is an etherometer. It's designed to pick up vibrations from the ether and translate messages from the spirits.
Ooh, spooky. That ghost between the two people almost managed to look convincing.
Okay.
I never much cared for all that mystic stuff. Why should your life be dictated by a bunch of cards?
I see a note there. Oh, there's different books. Secrets of Astral Projection. Metempsychosis. The Art of the Seance. Terrors of the Deep, The Giant Squid. Voodoo in New Britannia. Mediums, Gateways to the Spirit Realm. What Lies Beyond the Veil. The Mysteries of Spontaneous Combustion. Combustion, Secrets of the Tarot, Spirits in the Ether.
It's nice of Miss Maxwell to let people borrow her books, even if they are all just a bunch of nonsense. And coming from me, that's really saying something.
Members are free to borrow books as long as you check with me first. What's this one about? Spontaneous human combustion is a highly controversial subject, but remains popular among scholars and aficionados of the occult and unexplained. The term refers to death from a fire originating without any apparent source of external ignition. The fire is believed to start within the body of the victim. The 1823 book, Medical Jurisprudence, states the commonalities in recorded cases of spontaneous human combustion, including the following characteristics. The victims are chronic alcoholics. They are usually elderly females. The hands and feet usually fall off. Wow. Okay. The fire has caused very little damage to things around the body. A residue of greasy and fetid ashes is left behind. An illustration of two men finding a victim of spontaneous human combustion. Most physicians and investigators strongly believe that spontaneous human combustion is a product of alcoholism. Sounds like a bunch of phooey. Oh, this is a lot of reading. The ether, which is to say the outer void, is primarily channel through which spirits can travel and communicate with the living. This unseen dimension exists in conjunction with ours, but can only be accessed by people gifted with the sight of special communication tools. The most common tool for spirit communication is the etherometer. When spirits wish to communicate their messages enter our dimension as vibrations, undetectable except by the aforementioned people and tools. The etherometer reads these vibrations and translates them into sounds or words. Okay. I'll let you guys pause and read this. And I'll read it when I'm editing the video.
Chicken bones and dust for bad luck in business, huh? That sounds awfully familiar.
Oh. See, I wasn't even reading. Okay, let's look at the case book. Oh, I can finally confront him about it. The voodoo stuff. Okay.
The plaque says Leonora Pattinson, seer. She looks like someone I would not want to fool around with.
Alright, let's finally talk to her.
Could I ask you about some things, Miss Maxwell?
Certainly, darling.
Darling. I don't know you like that, lady.
What can you tell me about the Spectre Society?
Ah, where to begin? I formed this club 2 years ago, right after I moved to New Breton. During our meetings, we discuss our experiences with paranormal phenomena and organize investigations.
What sort of investigations?
We look into places all around the city which have been reported as haunted. New Britannia is teeming with the spirits of those killed during the French and British takeovers of the city. Not only that, but there is a prevalence of mystic religious practices here in Gascon, brought over by immigrants from the Antilles.
Fascinating.
There are plenty of books on the subject over there in the bookcase, if you're interested in learning more.
Do you know anything about the kidnapping of Charles Harris?
I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about any kidnappings, darling.
Call
If
me
you wish,
darling
I
one
can
more
commune
time.
with the spirits and see if I can help locate your missing person.
That won't be necessary, Miss Maxwell, though I appreciate the offer. I spoke with Henrietta Davis, and she mentioned one of your other members, Linda Walker. Can you tell me anything about her?
Ah, Linda. Poor dear. Of all our members, she is the one I feel for the most.
Why is that?
She's had a tragic life, but I believe the Spectre Society has helped her greatly. Not only has she made a good friend in Henrietta, she's also dealt with her grief in a positive way. She has devoured my collection of books, educated herself on many subjects. I would say she's become an expert on clairvoyance and metempsychosis. It's always nice to know that the club can help those who have suffered.
Do you see her often?
Yes, she comes by about once or twice a week.
So I do remember that note about Linda and
What can you tell me
Henrietta.
about Linda and Henrietta's friendship?
It's so
Talking about
lovely to
Charlie.
see them together at the meetings. They're practically inseparable. It's quite sweet. They often leave messages for each other in the guest book.
Yeah, I
When
saw
Linda
that.
found out that Henrietta was taking care of an infant, she even gave her a toy bear for the child. I remember Linda lighting up with excitement when she asked about him.
Oh, Henrietta
She
is Miss
really
Davis.
loves
I'm
children.
stupid.
It's such a terrible shame about... But please,
Huh?
let's discuss something more pleasant,
What
shall we,
happened?
darling?
No, please tell.
I'm sorry,
Tell me.
what was it you said? Madam Psy, what?
Madam
Metempsychosis, darling. It's a philosophical
Oh my
term which
God.
comes from ancient Greece.
She needs to stop
It
calling me
refers to the
darling.
transmigration of the soul after death.
Is that anything like reincarnation?
Essentially, yes.
Oh.
There's a book on the subject over in the bookcase, which can tell you far more than I possibly could.
What's this tragic story about Linda you mentioned?
Oh dear. I probably shouldn't say.
Are you afraid the spirits are gonna tell on you?
Miss Maxwell, I'm going to be frank. I'm investigating a kidnapping, and Mrs. Walker is a person of interest. I need to know as much about her as possible to help me solve this case. Do I make myself clear?
Well, if it will help,
Yup.
Linda was married to a man named Thomas. Together, they had a son named Alexander. Thomas revealed himself to be a terribly cruel man. When he gave himself over to the drink, he would fly into rages and beat both Linda and the boy.
Oh, that's
One
terrible.
day, she came home to find both her son and husband dead.
My God, what happened?
The police ruled it a murder-suicide. Poisoning, apparently. Linda has been trying to make contact with Alexander's spirit for the past year or so, but has had no luck. It really is a terrible tragedy.
See, the gears are turning in my head right now, so now I think that Linda took Charlie to do some sort of, I don't know, spell, I don't know, something involving magic. Maybe the metempsychosis thing that they were talking about, if that's reincarnation, essentially, then maybe she's gonna use Charlie's body as a vessel for Alexander. That's so messed up. That's my theory so far.
Do you know Linda Walker's address?
I'm afraid not, darling. Linda has always been somewhat private, and that's not something I consider to be crucial information.
Do you know any way I can find her?
You could always come back for our next meeting. It will be the first Thursday of next month.
By then, we'll have completely lost track of Charles. There has to be another way of finding Linda.
I am not gonna wait that long, lady.
What made you decide to start up this club?
I began communing with the spirits at a very early age. My twin sister, Rachel, died after falling into an icy pond when we were 8 years old.
Oh,
I'm very sorry,
so that
Miss
was you
Maxwell.
in the portrait.
Oh, I appreciate your
your
sympathy,
sister.
darling, but don't feel too bad. Rachel began speaking to me shortly after that. She has served as my spirit guide ever since.
Spirit guide? You mean you still speak with her?
Oh, yes. Every day. In fact, I was just speaking with her before you arrived. As I grew older, I realized there were others in the world who were also able to communicate with spirits, and those who had an interest in what lies beyond the ether. And so, once I moved to New Britannia, I decided to start up this club so we could gather and share our experiences.
Do you suppose she can hear what I'm saying? Hey, Angela, try a bit less eyeshadow, would you? You look like a purple raccoon. Nothing. Clearly a fraud. Ah, well.
Clearly a fraud. That's funny. So, it sounds like she's going through what we're going through as a result of trauma.
I was wondering,
Yes?
The
when you
trauma of
communicate with
losing
spirits,
a loved one.
are you able to stop?
If I wish them to leave me, yes. I bid them farewell, and they usually depart back into the ether.
What about the more persistent ones?
You do remember I'm right here, don't you?
Well, just between you and me. Those spirits are best dealt with by having the other kind of spirits. Quiets them right down.
I prefer soporific myself.
Oh? You hear the voices of the spirits as well, Mr. Fordham. But of course,
Just one spirit.
now the reason for your visit to the Spectre Society is obvious. Do you see? All our paths eventually become clear. I'm glad yours has brought you here.
Oh, wonderful. Now she started rhyming. Don't get any funny ideas about telling her about me. She may be a lunatic, but that's no reason to expose yourself as one too.
Tell about Bill.
I don't hear the voices of all spirits, just one.
Miles, what are you doing?
Ah, you have a spirit guide. Please, tell me more,
Maybe
darling.
she could help me.
I wouldn't call
I
him
don't
a
know.
spirit guide so much as a spirit nag.
This is a
Yep.
very, very bad idea.
Do you know who this spirit is?
Yes, it's my former detective partner, Bill. He died on our last case together, because of me.
What happened?
He was on a roof, being held at knife point by a burglar. Bill wanted me to shoot, but they were too close. I couldn't risk it. There was a struggle. Bill lost his footing and fell to his death.
Oh my, you poor darling. Is he angry with you?
Well, he is now. He doesn't think it's a good idea to tell others about him. But normally, he's the same as he was in life. He just wants me to find the man responsible for his death. I've told him I'm really the one responsible, but he insists it's the burglar.
I see. This is quite the unfortunate situation. My advice to you is this. Spirits often know best. You do well to listen to him about keeping his presence to yourself. Not everyone is as open-minded as we members of the Spectre Society.
Huh. Maybe I misjudged her.
I know. It's been hardest keeping this from my wife.
Oh, now you
I can't drive
misjudged
her
her.
away. She's all I've really got left.
Your story has touched me, Mr. Fordham. I will do everything I can to help you and your spirit guide find peace. If I find anything out which might help you, I will contact you personally.
Thank you, Miss Maxwell. I appreciate it.
Well, that could have turned out much worse. I'm warning you, Miles. Tell anyone else about me, and I won't be so forgiving.
Thank you for the information.
Alright,
It was
alright.
very
I got
enlightening.
It was
an
my
achievement
pleasure,
called
darling.
A Kind Ear. Okay. I am going to stop here. Thank you guys so much for showing up, and yeah, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.